Oh, I got a donation. That mean I gotta start on time. I'm on the pay clock. Who was that send me a donation? Oh, can they hear me up in here? I don't think they can hear the music. Hold on. I don't think I can hear the music. I gotta turn the music on before, because it can't be no show without no damn music. Hold on, I gotta turn the damn music on. We gotta turn the music on, because there ain't no show without the damn music. I gotta get my hype music on. What's up, everybody? Happy you can join this show. Here we go. There we go. Here we go. Now we're into it.
Style.
Now we're into it. Okay.
This is more than just rap, it's a lifestyle. Got me trapping, making money, I'm a
I forgot to push audio.
Keep the nine on me, nigga, like it's K-Cow. I took the whole pill, boy, I ain't coming down.
Damn.
I got some pills and some pounds in the mind.
You gotta push audio. There we go. We know better than that. Here we go. If they come in now.
I'm the ring
right now.
Boy, you a fucking clown. Now
If
if
they
it
come
ever go down, yeah, I'm down for it. Yeah, I'm
Told
down
you.
for the game, nigga, download it.
Who's that? Sergeant Mode? I told you I was gonna be on. Who was that? Cooler King? Still looking out, Cooler King. I gotta roll me up one right now, Cooler King.
Niggas throwing shade, I just chill up under money tree. Niggas from the hood, now they wanna see us.
Oh, Time in the building.
Young black man about to build his own company, poet.
Time in the building. I see Time. I see Cooler King. See Sergeant Mode. See Slaphead. See Linda Smallwood. LB. What's out here? See up in here.
Get 'em.
Sex, money, trust, power, respect, it's a lifestyle. Ain't nothing like you rap niggas live what we be talking about. Been at it for a while. Tell the nigga check my seed file. Whole squad getting money by the pound. They don't want no smoke, I keep the army on speed now.
Whoa, Star Jammer that came in.
100 round clip, that's a flagrant nine, do your foul. Pull up on your squad, car, gang squeal. Model bitches on my dick, I swear was there before the deal. She don't do gymnastics for the squad, I bet she called well. Pop that pussy like a pill, pop that pussy for the real. All this rap, we making racks, now it's time to get the meals. Niggas said we wouldn't be shit, they like cause we is the shit. Yeah, cause they striking that we bury bombs with the hits. See your wifey backstage, she wanted me to sign a tit. She said she thirsty, I ain't selfish, so I let her drink the kiss. Life is good, life is great, they doing that, that's why they hate after this. First say I'm the best, look at my watch, told them they late, cause no that like my BMF, I be your favorite rapper, surrogate. On these beats I urinate, I defecate, ejaculate. Predator, provoke up like what I'm gonna eat today. Your rappers pile them on the plate, get in the booth and levitate. You niggas fake, you featherweight, we heavyweight, we dominate. Flow heaven sitting, season like grandma's marinade.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Wait a minute. We gotta, somebody said a blunt. We gotta get a small break up in here while I roll me a blunt up right quick. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all don't mind. It fits in the theme. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all, this is a sneak preview. For those who just came, I figure y'all a sneak preview of tomorrow's skit. As y'all see, I'm almost done. Look at this. I'm almost done. Right, I'm almost done. I got all the editing. I got that. Only that I was supposed to do this today, but I got. Oh, send me a donation. Who was that? Send me a donation. Samantha Roberts. Good looking out on the donation. Samantha Roberts. We got a good show for you, Samantha Roberts. But let me get into the skit I'm finna make for you tomorrow about Joe Biden in the race. This goes into the whole theory tomorrow. The video I got to show y'all today ain't got nothing to do with the skit. I'm thinking about adding on to the skit, but ain't got nothing to do with the skit tomorrow. The skit tomorrow's already made. The video I'm showing you today is stuff we done today. Nigga, before you... Here we go. I like the ghetto. And just in case, I'm finna give me a whole new background and all those stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it 100. I like the hood stuff. I like the ghetto stuff. And I got chairs and stuff, but this chair is hella comfortable right here. But if I give me a new background, I guess I'm gonna have to start using my other damn chair and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But don't trip, we finna get it and own it, right? Here we go right here.
Hate will not prevail.
Wait, matter of fact, hold on, we gotta do it like this.
And white supremacy will not have the last word.
He done this today. He done this today. So I was on this today. Hold on. We're gonna give y'all about 5 minutes.
Well, if that was the case, when it comes to racism, your ass shouldn't get the first word.
I want to talk about the ignorance of white America as it pertains to identifying and stopping white supremacy.
Are you saying white people are ignorant when it comes to stopping racism? I think white people are ignorant because racism really don't exist. Racists exist, but racism don't.
Because you see, white supremacy is the single most dangerous thing in America to anybody who doesn't look like me.
Shit, with the people who look like me, is not white supremacy, it's niggas that look like me. Next! Maybe your ass is in the wrong part of the country.
What happened here is simple and straightforward. Terrorism. Terrorism. Domestic terrorism.
Domestic terrorism. That's one thing I can agree on Joe Biden with. And I thought I would never agree with him on nothing.
In an alleged 180-page document, reports say in the document, he calls himself a fascist and white supremacist.
He called himself a fascist. What do his sexual preference got to do with committing crimes? Jesse Smollett and Don Lemon is a fascist, and they're not running around killing black people. My bad, fascist wasn't the word. Wrong F word.
Violence inflicted in the service of hate and the vicious thirst for power that defines one group of people being inherently inferior to any other group.
I don't feel inferior to nobody, especially no white people. That would be called oppression, and I'm not oppressed. I'm thinking I'm just as funny as any other white comedian.
The hate that through the media and politics, the internet, has radicalized, angry, alienated, lost, and isolated individuals.
And because of that, we must take away your First and Second Amendment rights. Next! Because we can't have white supremacists running around with guns killing black folks now, can we?
But every time white supremacy rears its ugly head, we treat it like it's a new dog doing new tricks. No, it's the same dog, same tricks.
Well, if that's the case, Joe Biden is the same dog doing the same damn tricks as he used to do in the 70s and 80s and 90s. Next! And Joe Biden give you lessons on white supremacy history. Ain't that a bitch?
And the falsely believe.
Ain't that a bitch? That's enough for you. That's enough for you, right? That's enough for you. You're getting too much right there. That's enough for you. We got to get it into, you know what I'm saying? The reason I done this show, I was going to finish the skit, but I had my boy Sergeant Mo say, man, why you don't have no call-in shows or no shit like that? And I was just thinking, like the other day, I was calling my homeboy to see how can I do a call-in show where I don't show the number on the call-in screen. So he gave me a little game on that. So I'm going to try to do a call-in show today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Hopefully I'll be able to do it. I don't know if this nigga gave me the right information on, but I'm going to do a test run today. I'm going to do a test run to do a call-in because I don't have to start doing some call-in show and get your perspectives. Hopefully we can start tonight. Damn it. But look, first, before we get into the show, right, and I start the call-in show, right, on a racist Joe Biden, right, we got to get into this, right, because these liberals have lost their damn mind with this Title IX stuff. I don't know if you know about Title IX, right, but you can get charged with sexual harassment for Title IX nowadays, right? Hold on, you get charged with sexual harassment. Your kid can get it. Your kid can catch a case for sexual harassment under Title IX, right? And look what this kid's. And look, I don't know if the homegirl want me to give her a shout out. I don't know her name on here. You know what I'm saying? But I got to give a shout out to my homegirl. She sent me this video about what your kid can get charged with for sexual harassment under Title IX. Here we go right here. I had to show you this first.
Middle school boys are facing district charges of sexual harassment. The district investigating 8th graders for mispronouncing a classmate's pronouns.
Emily Matesic explains the basis for the investigation and why the boy's parents.
Can you imagine going to jail for mispronouncing somebody's pronoun? Like, we got a warrant out for your arrest for what? We heard earlier you was mispronouncing pronouns. You know what I'm saying? You going to jail for sexual harassment? What? What the fuck you mean? You didn't call a shim or them or him. Like, We going to jail for sexual harassment. Who sent me a donation? Somebody sent me a dub. Who sent me a dub? Becca Gillard in the house. What up, Black? Keeping it. The laughs and the facts. Love you from the 707. Good looking out from the 707. Much love from the 707. That's my lucky 707 right there. Who else sent me a donation before I get up out of it? Who was that? Cooler King. Joe Biden want to call me a white supremacist because I'm a conservative, but I'm here tipping Black Rosebud. One of us, ain't that right? Look, I got something in the skit just for my for Cooler King. Matter of fact, Cooler King, I'll probably put you in that part. I'll put Cooler King in the skit. You damn right. Cooler King tipped me consistently. If he was a white supremacist, hey, you doing a damn bad job at it, Cooler King. You are the worst white supremacist I know. You are one of the worst. Everybody up in here, Rebecca Gillen, you are one of the worst white supremacists I know. And you know who the evilest white supremacists? Beth Roberts and Tom. They are the evilest white supremacists in the world. Huh, Cooler King? You happy now? You happy you a white supremacist? You donate. Matter of fact, Cooler King, I'm finna tell your people on you. You on here donating niggas. Cooler King, you finna get your white supremacist card turned in, Cooler King. Soon as I get it, hey Sergeant Mo, find out what you call that, Legion of the KKK Cooler King from, so we can snitch on him. Me and Sergeant Mo on the case. Cooler King, you up out of here. But look what they doing to your kids.
Want the charges dropped.
The parents of 3 8th-grade boys at Kiel Middle School were notified late last month that their sons were being investigated for sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment, that's rape, that's incest, that's inappropriate touching. What did my son do? You know, he's a little boy. And he told me that he was being charged with sexual harassment for not using the right pronouns.
You get arrested for not using the right pronouns. Imagine your kid getting suspended from school, right? Not for fighting, not for disobeying a teacher, for doing everything correct, but he don't want to call a shim a them. And your kid get arrested. It goes on his police record. It goes with him into the future. You know what I'm saying? When he go try to get a job or something, because they're not going to see he got to file as a sexual predator and all kind of shit, right? Think about the consequences, right? You can get fired for not calling the kid the right transgender, right? Now it's going down to the kids getting suspended at school for not calling these kids the right pronoun, and your ass gonna get a charge. What in the hell is the liberals thinking of? The liberals are doing this shit by force. You can't say boys and girls at Disneyland. You can't say you can't do this in the cartoon. You gotta have this on Netflix. I mean, they getting out of control with this transgender thing. They giving the kids the power. 8 years old. If you don't want your kid to get a sex change, guess what? They come in and take your child from you. They got laws in the rule book for that. Oh my God, let's get it before we get into this.
According to Rose Rabideau, the district said her son wasn't using the pronouns they, them when referring to a classmate, a violation of Title IX. A section of that law prohibits gender-based harassment in the form of name-calling on the basis of sex. Rabideau says the classmate announced those preferred pronouns earlier this year.
Blazer 101, he gonna call a boy and a girl, huh? Ain't that right, Blazer? Blazer ain't gonna be calling no transgender, no him, shim, them, or none of that. Blazer call a turkey a turkey, a chicken a chicken, an apple. You can call it a potato if you want to, and he can go and call it a potato. You know what I'm saying? He ain't Blazer. Do you hear this? Do you hear this, Blazer? They telling you if you send your kid to school and he calls somebody a boy and they think they're a girl, your son finna get charged with sexual assault.
Braden's very confused, this they, them, it's plural, it doesn't make sense to him. I said, so I've told him to call them by their names.
The families...
You can't even call them by their names. If you call them by their name, that's sexual assault. Think about this. You're going to school, you can't even call the kids by their names no more. You got to call them by their pronouns. And if it's confusing for you, you get a sexual assault charge. No ignorance of the law. You got to know the law. What kind of shit is that? You don't get suspended. You don't get detention. You don't write standards. Your ass get a charge. You get 911 coming to the school because this motherfucker mispronounced a noun. You don't even get that when you mispronounce it now in a regular spelling damn test. You mean to tell me I can miss a whole spelling test and mispronounce all the nouns and I get an F? But if I mispronounce this nigga now, right, I get a charge. I get a felony. How'd that work out? How'd that work out, Blazer? How the hell that work out? Huh? It ain't supposed to work out.
Attorney says the boys are not violating any law or school policy, and they're asking for the boys' records to be cleared of the charges and investigation. According to the attorney, Luke Berg, the district has no standing on the issue because it violated its own policy with this investigation.
It's not sexual harassment under Title IX, under their own policy, under federal law, and it's probably a First Amendment violation. Almost certainly, if that's their theory, that solely using the wrong pronoun, that would be a First Amendment violation.
The Kiel School District said it doesn't comment on student matters, but the superintendent released a statement saying, in part, the Kiel Area School District prohibits all forms of bullying and harassment in accordance with all laws, including Title IX, and will continue to support all students. The families of the boys involved are asking for the district to respond by next Friday. Their attorney tells me if the boys' records aren't cleared by any wrongdoing and they are punished, there is a good possibility that they will pursue legal action against the school district.
And look, and think about this, right? I got one more 10-second, 20-second clip before we get into the Joe Biden and the races, right? And how they trying to use Tucker Carlson as the gatekeeper to the KKK, right? But I got one more liberal clip I got to show you on what the liberals think, right? And this is insane. I bet you won't guess what this museum, this museum right here is. What was you wearing when you got sexually assaulted? Art display, right? Display. They got an art display where people was displaying the clothes they got sexual assaulted in. You think I'm playing? Watch this.
The What Were You Wearing exhibit features the stories of sexual assault survivors and the recreations of the outfits they were wearing at the time. The exhibit challenges the idea that survivors are asking to be assaulted through their appearance.
They act like they want to be assaulted through their appearance, right? This is what the liberals, right? This is what the liberals are on TV saying. Is this part right here? Is this the clip right here? No, that's not you. That's your boy. This is what the liberals are on here saying. Here goes Joe Biden right here. Here goes Joe Biden right here. Go Joe Biden right here. Now, I'm finna keep it 100, right? Now, dude was a racist, right? But he wasn't a white extremist, right? To be a white extremist, you have to be from an extremist group, right? You have to have a political views with a group, because that's what an extremist is, right? From a white extremist, right? They're from an extremist group. You can have extremist views, right? So if he was a white supremacist, right, that means he had connections to other people, right? Why? He was the only person that done this, right? Why they haven't got nobody who he was chatting with or sending a message to or anything? Why they haven't arrested nobody from his so-called fraternity or anything like that, right? This dude had evil, sick thoughts, right? And if he was a white supremacist, right, just earlier, they said before he graduated, he would finish shoot some of his classmates. From the last time I checked, from his city was 90 or something like that % white. So evidently he threatened white people before he threatened black people, right? So he got a sick ideology from somewhere, and it's probably from all this hate that Joe Biden been spilling, right? All this separation and all this I mean, it could be some it could be like with Fox, with CNN and all the fake news saying it's like it could be Fox News, and I'm not saying it can't be, right? But it could be some sick people that take Fox News the wrong way and do stupid shit like this. Just like his liberals take CNN News the wrong way and do shit like go and burn shit down and march in the name of Black Lives Matter and break in stores and riot in the name of peaceful protests and all that other stuff. So it's messed up people on both sides. And this dude wasn't necessarily no Republican or no conservative or no right-wing nut, because can't nobody tie him to no right-wing groups, right? You can't tie him into the Proud Boys, the Oath Keepers, none of the skinhead type. You can't tie him into nothing. You can tie him into all the news been coming out on him. Hold on. Matter of fact, Tucker Carlson even said it on. Hold on. Matter of fact, Tucker Carlson said something right here. Here we go. Right here. Right here. There we go. Right here. Oops. Here you go. Right here. We go to nut right here.
Called Peyton Gendron received an assignment in his economics class. The assignment asked, what do you want to do when you retire? He answered, commit murder-suicide. Gendron's teacher immediately reported his threat to authorities, who sent him to the emergency room for a psychiatric evaluation.
Right? Now, that was amongst white people, Cooler King. I got robbed in Wendy's uniform once. Was that sexual assault too? To be fair, I did a bacon double cheeseburger on me at the same time. Hell yeah, that was sexual assault, right? But this dude was having problems amongst white people before he had problems with the black people, right? Because nobody in his school said, oh, he was racist. Nobody in his school said he had racist views, right? So how's they assigning this dude to a right-wing extremist?
Gendron was there for just 20 hours. As he wrote later in his diary, quote, I got out of it because I stuck with the story that I was getting out of class, and I just stupidly wrote that down. That's the reason I believe I am still able to purchase guns.
He lied. That's not the system fault. That's the people, the mental health people fault for not mentally evaluating it right. So when Joe Biden say putting money behind mental services, this is the type of mental services Joe Biden needs to put money behind to get people like this and red flag them. So all that money Joe Biden talking about, I want to put in the mental health and all this sort of shit. You ought to go into mental health before you go into guns. Maybe if you can help the mentally ill from doing shit like this and buying guns, maybe you can stop some of these mass shootings. Have you thought about that, Joe Biden?
But he was lying. Gendron's intention to commit mass murder was, as he later wrote, quote, not a joke. I wrote that down because that's what I was planning to do.
Look, is it just me? But if the school had a so-called mental health expert, right, or something like that, somebody who can evaluate things like this at school, right, that they reported stuff like this to, and she can evaluate and talk to them, maybe she could have sent some red flags. Why don't have mental health experts in school, right? They're supposed to be able to handle this. If they did have one, she done a poor damn job of evaluating them, right? Because if he talking about he finna kill people and all this old stuff, he wrote stuff down, she supposed to take that into consideration. But why they don't have mental health experts at school?
And he was. Peyton Gendron was mentally ill. His classmates knew that. Gendron made strange facial expressions and said odd things in class.
Huh? They knew he was crazy. Why the mental health experts at the school didn't help him? Why Joe Biden funding for all this mental health ain't helping none of the students that need their help the most, right? Because 9 times out of 10, most of the school shootings happen when people go to the same school they shoot. So the students know the dude is crazy. The student knows somebody about to snap. They know the people. The kids know the people that are crazy and need to be mentally evaluated. It needs to be a mental health expert in this school to do these type of things. Am I right, Cooler King? Am I on the one, Cooler King? Let me know I'm on the one, Cooler King. Huh? Rebecca Gillard. Let me know I'm on the one, Rebecca Gillard. Huh? Am I on the one or I'm on the one?
Last year, he showed up for school for a full week wearing a hazmat suit. Boots, gloves, everything, recalled another student.
He didn't want to catch COVID.
Police and school administrators understood perfectly well that Gendron was potentially dangerous. That's why they sent him to the psych ward. Even
the psych ward, right? When he came back, he supposed to have been mentally, he supposed to have been evaluated, right? And a mental health expert supposed to kept tabs on him at school. You come from a psych ward, you're supposed to have some kind of checkup or you know, some kind of reevaluation or something. They just let him go. No kind of reevaluation. It's a problem with the mental health services, right? Not mentally evaluating none of these fools right.
his own parents must have known that something was very wrong. Gendron's diary describes how his mother helped him bury a cat he had beaten to death in their garage.
That's one of the first signs of a serial killer. I saw the show on Netflix. One of the first signs of a serial killer is beating dead animals, cats and dogs, and burying them. That's one of the first things a serial killer do.
And then beheaded with a hatchet. On Saturday, Peyton Gendron, as you know, finally did what he said he would do. He committed mass murder. He opened fire on a crowd of strangers in a Buffalo supermarket. He murdered 10 of them. So how did the adults around him let this happen? In a country with functioning leadership, we would be asking that question. The signs of mental illness were certainly there. The people in charge missed those signs or didn't take them seriously enough, weren't paying close enough attention. In any case, they didn't fix it. They let a killer slip through.
A killer. And they let a lot of killers slip through, right? But you can do the same mental health evaluations on black kids in the schools, right? Because a lot of black kids that are carrying guns, a lot of black kids that are doing killing in these schools too. So you can do mental evaluations on a lot of these so-called murders and mass shooters and stop it before it happens with mental health evaluations and mental health assistance.
So what did they do wrong with Peyton Gendron, and how can we learn from it? We should learn from it if we want to prevent more mass murders. But that's not at all what our leaders are asking tonight, hardly.
Look at the
Hardly, right? Before we get in this, let me get into the Joe Biden. Let me get into a little Joe Biden racist little chatter, right? Where we at right here? Let me go into Joe Biden racist little scamper right here, right? Let me go into what Joe Biden say right here. Let me go into what Joe Biden say.
Jill and I bring you this message from deep in our nation's soul. In America,
you know what I put in? Look. This is what I put in, right? You see how Joe Biden put that up, right? In the skit, right? You know how Joe Biden always run to when somebody black get massacred by somebody white, the police, or somebody running from the white people or something, you know what I'm saying? I forgot the dude's name. But he always come to they aid. He always come and speak to those families and stuff like that. But remember, right? And I put this in the skit, right? I put this in the skit. Remember this? Remember in Sacramento, right? It was just as many people got shot, and Joe Biden didn't come and speak up for near one of these people right here, right? He didn't come speak up for near one of these people, right? I put this in the skit, right? Here we go, right here. Oops, right here. I put it right there. He speak up for near one of these people. Hold on. Yeah, he spoke up for them right here. He speak up for near one of these people.
So first this afternoon, the victims.
He speak up for near one of these people.
These are the faces. The 6 people who did not survive Sunday morning's massacre, ranging from a 21-year-old with dreams of helping others to a 57-year-old woman who had no place to live.
He didn't speak up for them. Right? He didn't go to her memorial, right? He didn't go to her family and console her family.
Yamile Martinez Andrade, also 21 years old. She drove from Fresno to Sacramento to attend the Tyler, the Creator concert at the Golden One Center. Her last text message to her mother, just as she reached her seat.
Joe Biden didn't talk about her. What about her, this girl right here? What about this girl? What about this girl?
No place to live. Jontaya Alexander, just 21 years old. Her family says she worked as a cashier at a Smart & Final, just got her own apartment, and dreamed of becoming a social worker.
Joe Biden don't talk about them. He don't talk about them. But if you got shot by the police or something, Joe Biden will quick to talk about you. Joe Biden will quick to talk about you if you get shot by the police, and he can use a racist narrative.
Jill and I bring you this message from deep in our nation's soul. In America, evil will not win, I promise you. Hate will not prevail.
Why do all these Democrats get up here and say that hate will not prevail? You can't stop evil people from doing evil things, right? It's evil people in this world, in every damn country. You can't stop them, especially in a country like this. You can't stop them, right? If you can stop evil people from doing evil things, why you ain't stop people from doing drive-bys yet, right? Why you ain't stop people from killing innocent babies and mothers and stuff like that? Why you ain't stopping that? But you want to stop white supremacy, right? What kind of shit is that?
And white supremacy will not have the last word. For the evil did come to Buffalo. It's come to all too many places. Manifest in gunmen who massacred innocent people in the name of hateful and perverse ideology, rooted in fear and racism. It's taken so much. 10 lives cut short in a grocery store. 3 other wounded, 3 at Binghamton in that range, to carry out a murderous, racist rampage that he would live stream to the world. What happened here is simple and straightforward: terrorism.
Yes, I say all of this. I say all of that so I can say all of this, right? First, I got to get you, right? I got to make you empathize, and I got to make you sympathize, right? I got to soften you up. Now, if it hits you with the racist stuff, what I really want to say, right? I really didn't want to say that, but I have to say that. Now it's all political.
Terrorism, domestic terrorism, violence inflicted in the service of hate and the vicious thirst for power.
Huh? Hate and power. That's what they say Donald Trump is doing. He's spreading hate to gain power. This is all political.
That defines one group of people being inherently inferior to any other group. A hate that through the media,
hate through the media. They're trying to count, they're using all this, right? So they can take away your First Amendment right. They're trying to spy on you. They're trying to cancel free speech, right? Because this whole speech was about canceling free speech. The hate is spread and all this sort of stuff, right? Then you hear on every news channel about how the hate is spread.
And politics, the internet, has radicalized, angry, alienated, lost, and isolated individuals into falsely believing that they will be replaced. That's the word, replaced.
Replace. Who was that? Laura Bain? Did you hear about that? Laura Bain? Replace. Right? They trying to say, wait, what one is that? 134, right? They're trying to say that Tucker Carlson, right, is the grace replacer, right? Tucker Carlson is the racist. He's, we right here, right? They're trying to say Tucker Carlson, right? Probably gonna get into this, right? How the Democrats and the liberals are trying to use this so-called racist shooting as an attack against Republicans, right? And they're trying to assign this dude to Republican. So if you look on a liberal station, everything is pointing at the Republicans. It's not just he's a racist, he was crazy, he needs mental health. No, he's a Republican. He's a right-winger. And all these right-wingers are okay with it. They spreading the hate, right? So all the people on here, even me, I guess, is supposed to be spreading the hate. That's what these liberals are saying. Let's get into it. Laura Bain.
Law enforcement officials and FBI have been talking about and have been acknowledging, whether you're talking about the head of the Justice Department or the head of the FBI or even local officials, have been referring to white supremacist domestic terror as the leading terrorist threat of our time. And it's indisputable. And we also know that the people who are most likely to carry out these acts of domestic terror are younger white males.
Huh? Younger white males are the terrorists. Huh? Who is that? Laura Bain again? Get out again, Laura Bain. Huh? Laura Bain? So if you got a son, Laura Bain, and you white, your son is supposed to be assumed terrorist, right? The percentage is most likely he's supposed to be a domestic terrorist, right? Because that's what young white people is. Not if you're liberal. Only if you're Republican, right? Only if you're conservative. Ain't no white liberals are on this list. Everything points towards the white conservative male.
And so the fact that people that this nation still does not recognize that we have a serious problem on our hands, and these younger white males are engaging in all sorts of acts of terror against
younger white males. But what about them younger niggas? What about these niggas 18 and 19 shooting up the whole block? What about them niggas coming out of concerts and clubs and basketball games? Huh? That's not an act of terror. One act of terror, probably 3-4 acts of terror like this a year, right? And you got terror like this on the streets of Chicago every damn day. I got that in the skit too that I'm doing every damn day. 17 people shot, 16 people shot.
Jewish Americans, against Black Americans, against Asian Americans, against women, against people from the LGBTQ plus community, and that, you know, I mean, that to me is part of the sort of horror that to me is part of the toll that I think is weighing on people, because even after all of these mass murders and shootings over the last few days, people still don't feel as if this nation is seeking to protect them, is seeking to keep them safe.
To keep you safe, right? That's what Joe Biden was talking about. Your nation is not keeping you safe, right? We was at the 134 with Joe Biden, 134 with the great replacement, right? 134 with the great replacement. Right here, with the great replacement.
Word replaced by the other, by people who don't look like them.
Replaced.
And who are therefore in a perverse ideology that they possess and being fed lesser beings.
Do you know who they stand by when they say replaced? They saying Republicans are, and Joe Biden starting this, right? And this is all I catch what people don't catch, right? This is all on the liberal station right now. The great replacement. Who was that? DS111, America, make America great again. You damn right. DS111, DS111. Watch this, DS111. It's all about the great replacement. You hear Joe Biden talk about the great replacement? Let me rewind it just a little bit more. The great replacement, right?
Replaced, that's the word, replaced by the other, by people who don't look like them, and who are therefore in a perverse ideology that they possess and being fed lesser beings. I and all of you reject the lie. I call on all Americans to reject the lie. And I condemn those who spread the lie for power, political gain, and for profit.
For power, political gain, and for profit, right? They're trying to say Tucker Carlson is a leader of the great replacement, right? They said Tucker Carlson is the leader.
After another gunman murdered 11 people in a Pittsburgh synagogue, blaming Jews for bringing in an invasion of non-white immigrants to America. The Great Replacement, a bigoted, morally bankrupt conspiracy theory that has spurred white supremacists on multiple continents to murder non-white people. A dangerous conspiracy theory that is now getting a platform on primetime television in the US.
They say Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson is the king of white supremacy, right? Tucker Carlson is the king of white supremacists, right? He's the bullhorn of white supremacists.
A look at the role of Fox News in pushing the great replacement conspiracy theory in opposition to gun control, particularly through Fox's most popular host, Tucker Carlson. A New York Times investigation last month found he invoked the conspiracy that Democrats are trying to force demographic change through immigration in more than 400 episodes of his show on Fox News.
More than 400 episodes on his show on Fox News. They counted the episodes on what Tucker said about illegal immigrants, right? They don't count the episodes. They're like, okay, we got another episode of Tucker Carlson talking about illegal immigrants, right? And in my skit, I made, you know how they say the Jews won't replace us? In my skit, I kept on a couple of times say the illegals will not replace us. Let me see, can I find that right quick? Say the illegals would not replace us. Hey, we get right here. The illegals would not replace us. Who that?
Shooters in the black community that ain't even being invested in our community. Benjamin Crump show is quick to sit up there and talk about how white people.
Wait, here we go. Benjamin Crump. Benjamin Crump.
Because if we don't do something meaningful, Nate and Gail, I am so afraid that we will see something like this happen again in our community.
Nigga, it will happen again in our community. Benjamin Crump show is quick to sit up there and talk about how white people kill black people, but he never say nothing about niggas killing niggas. You'll never see him fighting the case.
Oh, here we go. Wait.
Shark frenzy and cast their votes.
Wait a minute. So everybody that's watching this channel,
here we go, right here we go.
Conspiracy for decades has been the truth.
Donald Trump simply provided legitimacy to these conspiracies by using key and designated language in his campaign that caused white America to circle in a shark frenzy and cast their votes.
Wait a minute. So everybody that's watching this channel and this video right now is racist because they voted for Donald Trump? Next! I didn't know all the people on this channel that was watching.
Racist. Y'all racist on this channel.
I don't think too many white supremacists where I live at want to do anything to harm me.
In the fall, where the Jews would not replace a joke at.
Next! This is what happens when you ignore mental health and concentrate.
Where the hell Jews?
She was a gang member.
Where the hell Jews would not replace us at? Hold on.
Mentally disturbed and had mental issues way before he became a racist.
I grew up with the Confederate flag in my front yard, and my neighbor had one in his, and this neighbor in his, and the guy down the road, everywhere.
Well, I was raised up over my grandmother's house, and we had a blue rag flag on our porch.
I can't find it.
We lived in a different community.
I can't find it. Hold on. I can't find my joke with the Jews. Here we go. I think there you go right here. The Jews will not replace us right here. I bet it's right here. Hold on. You got another sneak preview right here.
That's terrorizing the black community.
Congressman, let me simple. Do you not have the number? It's a simple number.
Because I know the number to black terrorists terrorizing the black community. The number is too damn many.
You just clarified. Domestic terrorism is a threat to the homeland, number one threat. And I'm asking you, how many referrals from Homeland Security have you made to DOJ for white supremacy or domestic terrorism?
Zero. Because if his ass was investigating terrorism, he would be investigating black terrorism too.
Congressman, I will provide you with that information. So you don't know? Subsequent to this hearing, I do not have. Can you name one case? That statistic. Can you name one case of a referral from DHS to DOJ for domestic terrorism?
And if you can't, and domestic terrorism is the greatest threat to America, then that means your ass ain't doing your job. If white supremacy is our biggest threat and you ain't referral not one case.
Congressman.
Wait, here we go. Enough of that. Hold on. Y'all see that tomorrow. I got a joke up in there. Jew not replacing it somewhere up in there. I cannot find it yet, right? But they're trying to say Tucker Carlson and Fox News is the most racist sons of bitches on TV, right? They the bullhorn, right? Fox News is it. They spread the great replacement.
Because it's not just Fox News. You have GOP lawmakers echoing this, quote, great replacement theory, including New York Congresswoman Elise Stefanik. Back in September, Albany's Times Union editorial board wrote, quote, Stefanik isn't so brazen as to use the slogans themselves. Rather, she couches the hate in alarmist, anti-immigrant rhetoric that's become standard fare for the party of Donald Trump.
Huh? They saying because we don't want immigrants over here, right? That we using that as a cry for the immigrants are coming over here to replace us, and all the Republicans are on the same note, right? We all are racist because we think the immigrants are coming over here to replace us. You damn right. We think that. You damn right. Who was that? Cooler King. Who was that? Cooler King said many other days, and the media want to think Tucker Carlson is the white Al Sharpton. You damn right, Cooler King. They think he's the white Al Sharpton, the white race baiter. They said 400 episodes, right? Huh? Do you hear that, Cooler King? Right? They're trying to say Republicans, because we want anti-border, right? We are racist, and we all want we all want the great replacement. Well, niggas want it too. That's why I say illegals will not replace us. Illegals will not replace us. They can say Jews will not replace us, but for me, damn it, it's illegals will not replace us. That's what I'm shouting.
And she doesn't quite attack immigrants directly. Instead, she alleges that Democrats are looking to grant citizenship to undocumented immigrants in order to gain a permanent liberal majority, or as she calls it, a permanent election insurrection.
Look, and they know that's right. They know it's right. They're trying to make it sound like it's inhumane. Why they don't want to give immigrants voting rights? Why they don't want to give immigrant citizenship? Huh? Why they? Because it takes the vote, right? Something they keep on saying Tucker Carlson is the king at spreading the great replacement news about.
I would add to all of that, Rick, that just this past week, as we were talking about the baby formula shortage, you had Republican elected officials saying, well, the reason that we don't have enough formula for our American citizen babies is because you have formula going to immigrant babies that are in detention. That line runs through all of their rhetoric. How dangerous is it?
How dangerous it is for the babies not to have milk. She worried about the dangerous rhetoric about them spreading the news about the immigrants got milk. How bad, not that the Americans is short, right? But that somebody spread the news that the immigrants got milk and the American babies don't, right? How dangerous is that? Right? Look, here they got here. The Jews would not replace us, right? I got the immigrants will not replace us. No, hell no. Immigrants would not replace us. They went from the Jews to the immigrants, right? They say this is the Jews would not replace us. Now it's the immigrants will not replace us. Cooler King, these motherfuckers crazy. They switch from the Jews to the damn immigrants. Which one is it? Which one? Which one is they mad at? The Republicans mad at the Jews and the damn immigrants. They mad at everybody.
What was once a fringe white supremacist conspiracy theory has now become mainstream.
Jews will not replace us. We know what the Democrats are up to here. They want open borders. This is exactly their strategy. They want to replace the American electorate.
With a growing number of Republican lawmakers now openly promoting the far-right so-called Great Replacement theory.
Hey, all the Republicans is racist. But all the Republicans stating they quoting the Great Replacement theory, right? The Jews, the immigrants would not replace us.
For many Americans, what seems to be happening, or what they believe right now is happening, is what appears to them is we're replacing national-born American, native-born Americans to permanently transform the political landscape of this very nation.
The racist anti-immigrant theory that says non-white immigrants are being brought to replace America's white population.
This administration wants complete open borders, and you have to ask yourself why.
What was that? Who sent me that donation? The God pill? The God pill. Do you understand why? The Democrats want you to understand why, Democrat. It's humane, God pill, for you to want an immigrant to come over here and not be a citizen. God pill, you should take the God out of your name, because that is not, according to the Democrats, that is not God's will. God's will over here is to save everybody and give everybody food, water, and apparently baby food. God pill. Do you get it, the God pill? Huh? You are racist because you don't want the immigrants over here taking your vote. You are racist.
Is it really they want to remake the demographics of America?
Democrat politicians who have decided that they can't win re-election in 2022 unless they bring in a large number of new voters to replace the voters that are already here. That's what this is about.
You see CNN saying that is racist. The Democrats, the Republicans are quoting the Great Replacement, and Tucker Carlson is the main one. He be having all the racist whistleblowers on this damn channel promoting immigration is racist. You're supposed to want them to be citizens. Welcome with open arms, right? Maybe we could turn someone Republican, huh? Maybe if the Republicans start shipping motherfuckers over here from London and like from England and Britain and shit. They'd be like, oh, like, sorry, shipping some legal white people over here. Oh, they're shipping white people over here. When Republicans get in the office, they just bring some white immigrants over here. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfucker with some good credit or some good work experience or something like that, who can get citizenship quick. We ain't gonna rob or steal them shit, right? Bring no drugs over here. Get the real ones. Like, let Title 42. Okay, it look like you got a little common sense. You can come over here. We gotta check your border pass and make sure your ass ain't a terrorist and nothing like that. And but we're gonna start kidnapping people from white countries and shit. You probably inviting everybody over here from shithole countries. You ain't inviting nobody over here that can vote Republican. You don't see no motherfucker coming over here with no Donald Trump shirts. You don't see no motherfucker coming over here with no with no conservative shirts, no MAGA shirt. You don't see no more. I ain't saw nobody over the border come with a MAGA hat yet. We ain't saw nobody swim with a Make America Great. Look, I ain't saw nobody in that river with a Make America Great shirt on. The motherfuckers is terrorists. Who was that? Captain Kirk. Tucker tells the truth. He calls him out when they truly going. They hold on. They call him out what they are truly going. They're trying to cancel him. Oh yeah, they're trying to cancel him. They send a look. They got the insane look. Look. Hey, Captain Kirk. They got the NCAA, the NCAAPCP, the NBA, the WNBA. The motherfuckers got the DNA, the motherfuckers got everybody coming after Tucker Carlson, right? He's the whistleblower, because he called like he said. They're like, motherfucker, look, they actually tried to sue him one time. Like, man, I just do what the fuck. I'm a commentary. I report on the news. What do you want me to do? Everybody do it. If that's the case, you should be suing the shit out of CNN. Huh? Don't sue me. Sue CNN. Right? But it's a great replacement.
The white nationalist conspiracy theory is detailed in French writer Renaud Camus' 2011 book called The Great Replacement, and elements of replacement theory appear to have motivated some of the most heinous recent mass murders in the U.S.
The Great Replacement, right? Y'all part of the Great Replacement, right? The Great Replacement, right? They blaming everything on the Great Replacement. A couple of years ago was about the Great Replacement.
Gunman accused of killing more than 20 people at an El Paso Walmart in 2019 allegedly uploaded a document on the internet before the shooting, saying, quote, "This attack is a response to the Hispanic invasion of Texas. They are the instigators, not me. I am simply defending my country from cultural and ethnic replacement brought on by the invasion."
Invasion. Well, he was to call himself protecting his country, we need more. No, I ain't gonna even do that joke, because when you have people who think that they're losing their country, you have people act out like that, right? You can't. I mean, you have Black Lives Matter act out in certain ways because they think they don't have certain rights and they losing certain rights and they're not gaining certain rights or whatever, right? So when you got people who think they losing certain rights, right? I mean, it's basically the same thing. Right, but you have people go to the stream and do shit to the stream. You can't blame people for that. You can't blame no Republicans for that or no white ring extremists for no shit like that. Huh? You can blame Joe Biden for his talk.
And for profit. That's what it is. We've now seen too many times the deadly and destructive violence this ideology unleashes. We heard the chants, "You will not replace us."
I told you, Joe Biden be going back to, "You will not replace us. The Jews will not replace us." He said, "You will not replace us." Nigga, he said the Jews. He done forgot what the hell the racist people are supposed to have said.
In Charlottesville, Virginia, I wasn't going to run, as the senator knows, again for president. When I saw those people coming out of the woods of the fields in Virginia, in Charlottesville, carrying torches, shouting, "You will not replace us," accompanied by white supremacists and carrying Nazi banners, That's when I said no. No. And I, honest to God, those who know me, Chuck, you know, I wasn't going to.
That's when I said no.
Charlottesville, Virginia.
That's what I said.
I wasn't going to run, as the senator knows, again for president. When I saw those people coming out of the woods of the fields in Virginia, Charlottesville, carrying torches, shouting, "You will not replace us."
When I saw those people,
accompanied by white supremacists and carrying Nazi
wait, you go, wait.
To God, those who know me, Chuck, you know, I wasn't going to run for certain. But I was going to be darned if I was going to let anyway.
Well, I think going to be darned if I, you know, anyway. That nigga forgot what he was going to say. I would be darned if I, anyway. I don't want to go on. Anyway. Let me get back to the racist shit. Let me get back to blaming Republicans.
Look, we've seen the mass shootings in Charleston, South Carolina, El Paso, Texas, and Pittsburgh, last year in Atlanta, this week in Dallas, Texas, and now in Buffalo, New York. White supremacy is a poison. It's a poison running through it. It really is.
Okay, what do you call fentanyl? Right? I think fentanyl is more of a poison that's killing niggas and white supremacy, right? Fentanyl is a purposely induced drug that kill people, right? Come from China, shipped from Mexico to Americans. You want to talk about poison? Why not talk about the fentanyl epidemic? He don't want to talk about the real white supremacy. Everything is white supremacy, right? Voting rights, white supremacy. Police, white supremacy. Education, white supremacy. They don't want to vote back for the Build Back Better. White supremacy. Everything, white supremacy.
Running through our body politic. And it's been allowed to fester and grow right in front of our eyes. No more. I mean, no more. We need to say as clearly and forcefully as we can that the ideology of white supremacy has no place in America.
No place in America, right? Then look, we finna get into Tucker Carlson, right? This is what they try to say about Tucker Carlson, right? They're trying to say he's spreading the great replacement theory and bullhorn, you know what I'm saying, throughout all America to the racists, right? We got to get him off of air because Tucker saying stuff like this.
Change the population of they're trying to change the population of the United States. And they hate it when you say that because it's true, but that's exactly what they're doing. Is anyone pushing back at all?
Is anyone pushing back at all? What's so false about that? Right? Anytime you leave a border wide open, you are changing the population of America. Then you want to get on here and talk about how humane. They want to starve babies. They want to not. The other day they say Fox News is trying to starve babies. Now they're trying to say they're trying to replace them. See how everything MSNBC or CNN talk about Fox or Donald Trump or Republicans is racist. Then Joe Biden don't say nothing about it, right? Then he talk about us coming together as a people, but you got one side of the world calling people a racist. Right? So think about this. The only way you cannot prove that you are racist is to agree with their ideas. That's the only way you can prove you're not a racist. It's either or. Either you're a racist or you agree with the border. Either you're a racist or you agree with the Black Lives Matter. Either you're racist or you agree with the Build Back Better. Right? You agree with the treatment and the education system and all of those stuff. You agree with all of those stuff. Unless that, you're racist. Think about how many things the Democrats accuse of being racist on. Right? Even though Republicans have nothing to do with this and has nothing to do with Republicans or any right-wing group that spread hate, they still pinning him to Republicans. Right? It's always going to spin back to Donald Trump and Republicans and people who support him. You. People like, who's that? Rebecca Gillard. I remember Tucker Carlson wore bow ties. Yeah, that was funny when Tucker Carlson wore bow ties. Remember, Tucker Carlson used to be on CNN, right? He saw the lies. He saw all the bullshit. He used to be on CNN. He had a show on there. He used to be on the liberal channel. It's lots of people switch channel. I think what's it called if it come to Fox News? Jack Tapper. Because sometimes he try to get to the real stories and stuff like that. And I can tell CNN don't let him. Right? But just because just because Tucker Carlson speaks the truth, right? And he also talks about Donald Trump. He don't necessarily agree with everything Donald Trump do. I saw Tucker Carlson give it to Donald Trump lots of times. Criticism lots of times. But Tucker Carlson speaks the truth. They don't, but when he talks about Donald Trump, Tucker Carlson is talking about Donald Trump. It's a split, it's a this. No. Tucker Carlson didn't agree with something Donald Trump said, and he talked about it. Some people may agree. He didn't agree with it. Don't mean he don't agree with everything else he does. Don't mean he don't support him. But there's some things he don't have to agree with Donald Trump on. Right? But they don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about how he calls out Lindsey Graham. They don't want to talk about how he calls out Republicans. Huh? I don't saw it's Republicans scared to come on Tucker Carlson's show, right? He came on and he grilled what's it called? Cruz ass. Grilled him. Tucker Carlson don't leave nothing to imagination. He don't leave nothing, no stones unturned. Right? When your boy was getting accused of the rape, what's it? I'm forgetting everybody's name. When he grilled his ass too. He don't leave no. Republicans. Sometimes like damn. He like Lindsey Graham scared to come on his show. It's Republicans scared to come on his damn show because they know he gonna make them tell the truth. So how is that a racist? Because he also tells the truth about the border. He also tells the truth about crime. He also tells the truth about critical race theory, about the Wuhan Jews. Right? They just don't. But he's only racist when he talks about that. He covers a variety of things. Today he was covering UFOs. Huh? So how's he? He covers everything. And he has a strong opinion on everything. But Republicans say just because he talk about immigration is a topic we should be talking about, he's racist.
Have less political power because they're importing a brand new electorate. Why should I sit back and take that? How much longer do you think Americans will put up with this? How long before Americans start to take border enforcement into their own hands? Yeah.
That's what they saying. Like, what? And they're not talking about something physical. Talking about voting, taking it into their own hands and voting people out, right? But somebody, right, who's liberal or somebody who's messed up in the head can take that to the wrong way. Well, I'm going to take it into my hands, right? And the liberals can use that. Look at Tucker Carlson like they're using it now. Look at Tucker Carlson talking about putting it into their own hands. They're using this as saying Tucker Carlson is fueling the flames of racism.
Absolutely the right to know. We should demand to know now. Every time they import a new voter, I become disenfranchised as a current voter. No, they're not allowed to do that.
Huh? They're not allowed to do that. He's speaking the truth. But Republicans are racist because we listen to the truth. Republicans are racist because we believe in the truth. Republicans are racist because we see the truth, right? The Democrats don't want you to believe what your lying eyes, what your lying eyes are seeing. They don't want you to believe it. Look over it. You're lying. Unless you are racist, you would agree with all this old stuff. Tucker Carlson said no, because you make them a legal citizen, and I'm a legal citizen. Two of them cancels out one of me. So anybody I want to put into position of power is going to be canceled. They're going to win the local election. They're going to win the federal election. They're going to win every seat. So this is and then Joe Biden quick on here to talk about political gain and power and money. Well, who's making more money and gaining more power out of the border besides the Democrats? You think any Republicans making any money on the border? Right? It's all the Democrats raising campaigns, fighting for open border, fighting for illegal citizenship, right? Fighting for this type of stuff because they know where their voting pool is. It's in them areas. You ought to hear the commercials out here. All the commercials is about making citizens legal out here, right? Oh, don't believe in this one because he's going to bring Trump area policy. He's going to try to arrest illegal immigrants. He's going to try to deport people. That's their campaign slogan. Vote for me. I won't deport people. Vote for me. I believe in illegal immigration. Vote for me. You know, and right? You're going to lose because if you flood voters in that's saying, okay, he's racist. He's going to try to deport me. So of course I'm going to vote for the Democrat. Right? Of course, I'm going to vote for the person who's soft on the borders, right? And it's crazy because you, as a citizen in every state, is becoming a border town. Is this not California? They shipping them out to different cities. They shipping them out to different states. They're giving them your money, right? The money that should be spent on mental health that'll stop people from shooting up schools. The money that should be spent on police to secure the neighborhoods so these black people, you know, so these black people won't be committing mass shootings and stuff like that. Because we got that. Hold on, let me show you in this part right here. We got mass shootings in our community too. Don't nobody say nothing though, right? Let me see if I got that part right. We got mass shootings. Here we go, right here. We got mass shootings in our community too, but don't nobody say nothing, right? Right, we go right here. We go right here. Go right here.
Even the news coverage.
Go right here. We have mass shootings in our neighborhoods too, but don't nobody say nothing.
Which we watch.
It is promoted by some cable news personalities and by others who claim they're good people on both sides of the white supremacist thinking.
Just go ahead and say Donald Trump, you lying son of a bitch. Illegals will not replace us. Nah.
Oh, there we go.
Charleston, and now Buffalo. Mass shootings likely provoked in part by extreme racism and a belief in the false Great Replacement theory.
Oh, no, we've already done this.
Was a career criminal.
Black mass murderers got taken alive. I thought they was all murdered.
Right.
Accident. You never actually hear the discussion about who committed this. What was the motivation? This guy was a career criminal, let out on, didn't really have any bail, basically. Should not have even been on the street.
Even though he hated white people and murdered white people in a terrorist act, he can't be racist or an extremist.
Had clear anti-white animus, and this was an intentional act.
Because when it comes to black people, racism and extremism don't count.
Darrell Brooks Jr., the defendant, he is black, he's anti-white, anti-Jew, anti-Trump.
Which means he's a patriot to the country, according to liberals. That's what a patriot is.
And it seems like, for corporate press, they're more apt to characterize a parent who goes to a school board meeting to protest bad policies as a domestic terrorist than somebody who intentionally rams an SUV into a crowd of innocent people.
Under the Biden administration, liberals investigate parents more than they investigate niggas. And this nigga was talking about killing white people in a damn rap song.
But he gets in his SUV, drives it down a Christmas parade route, Tucker, and kills dancing grannies, and an 8-year-old boy injures 60 people.
And
this why they hate Tucker.
His ass got taken alive. I thought no black mass murderers got taken alive. I thought they was all murdered.
So you have at least 6 have died. You have many more that have been injured. I know many people are in the hospital.
And a lot of them, many people were kids.
And here's the problem with the story, is that he has a rap sheet 50 pages long, and he's out on $1,000 bail.
Which is only $100 if you do the math.
And so let's just be clear. This was not a car just driving in. This was an attack by a felon who did that, who should not have been on the street. And we'll see what the actual motivation was. It very well may have been in response to what happened with Kyle Rittenhouse. And you have to wonder if that's the case. Almost assuredly, this guy's view of Rittenhouse was colored by all these media lies.
Because the media painted Kyle Rittenhouse as a racist that hated and killed blacks.
So the media looks at that and says, well, listen, we're supporting.
Right? So they're on Tucker Carlson for spreading racial rhetoric, right? But they don't actually call out the criminals that kill white people, right? Tucker Carlson called them out. Fox News called them out, right? Now I'm gonna try to do something new right here, right? We're gonna have to try. I'll have to try some call-ins right quick, right? We're gonna do this. We gotta do this. Do this. Hold on. I'm trying to do. I gotta switch the screen so we can do some call-ins right quick. Let me see. Can I do some call-ins? Let me see. Boom. Share. Boom. Boom. Audio. Window tab. Boom. 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 Okay. Let's see. Can I do some call-ins right quick? Let's see. Did it go through? Let's see. Did it go through? Okay. Let me see. Did it show the screen right quick? Let me hide this. And let me go to the screen and see, do it show the screen? Do it show the screen? No, it don't show the screen. I'm good. That means I am good. Okay. Now, if you want to call in and you want to comment on the show and you want to say something about the racist sons of bitches that are Democrats, you can call in, right? You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep the phone calls short, like under 2 minutes or something like that each caller. But the number is 323-484-6301. That is, let me put it up in here. 323, right? I got to see if this thing work. 484, this is going to be a test call to see if it works. 6301, right? 484. I got to put 494. 484. 484. What kind of number is that? 484-63-323. 484-6301. And you should call with a block number, you know what I'm saying? Just in case. We don't want no mistakes. But you can call and you can comment on it. So let's see if we can go through. Let's see if this I see somebody missed the call. How can I miss the call? Wait, I gotta go over here. How can I miss the call? How can I miss a call? Boom. Let me go over here. Okay, here we go. Boom. Let me see. Can they hear me? Let me see. Hold on. Am I answering it? Allow mic. Allow mic. Use allow mic. Mic access. Allow mic. Hold on. What you mean allow mic? Click. Hold on. Allow mic. Click allow to use microphone. Okay, click. Hold on. Damn, wait a minute. Well, I got to use the microphone. Okay. Oh, allow microphone. My bad. Call back one more time. I had to push allow microphone. I ain't use this. Call back one more time. We on now. I didn't see the damn thing. Call back one more time. We on. Do a test call right quick. Call back one more time. We on. Your number is in the chat. I'm doing some. If you want to talk about the racists, if you are part of the Klan member that Joe Biden is talking about and you have something to say, please call in right now and get it off of your chest while you have a chance. You know what I'm saying? This is a conservative channel, so you can say any damn thing you want to. No holds is barred. Call on back, whoever just called in. Okay, here we go. Okay, well, let me see. Can I hear you? Hold on. What's up? Let me see. Can I hear you on the thing? Let me see. Can I hear you? Oh, let's see. Let me see. Can I hear you? Hold on. I hear the phone ringing. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Can I hear your voice on this thing? Right. This is the
I hear your voice.
Hold on. I think I can hear you. Oh no, it ain't going through like that.
I can hear it.
I can hear you, but I hear you on the microphone. I don't hear you through the system.
I can hear you in my ear.
Can you call back in 2 minutes? I got to do something else. I can call back. I can't. I ain't gonna be able to do it like this because I can hear you on the. I don't know how to do this without. This is crazy. Call back in 2 minutes. Gotta do it some.
All right, brother. I'll holler at you.
Yeah, I can't do it because I don't want to show nobody number or nothing like that. So I can't. I don't, and I can't hear you on the.
Man, you can show my number. I don't.
No, I don't. I don't want. I don't know how to. I don't know how to. I don't know how to hide the screen. I don't know how to hide the screen, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's great.
I ain't no fault. I'm a 48-year-old man, brother.
I wonder if they can hear you. I wonder if they can hear you. Oh no, they can't hear you, man. Call right. I'm trying to call right back. I'm trying to do something else. Call right back. I'm trying to do something else. All right.
Later.
All right. That's crazy. How can I? I can't even do this. This is something. How can I do this? Let me see. I know how to do it. He can call back right now, and I can answer it and put him on. Boom. Okay, I can do it like this. I can answer it. Hold on. I can answer it. Wait. I'm gonna have to. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to do a test thing because I don't want to show nobody number on accident. So I'm gonna have to do a test run. I'm gonna have to do a test. I'm gonna have to do a test. I'm gonna have to do a test thing one day. I'm gonna have to do a test thing. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. So let me get back and let me do a wrap up the show. You know what I'm saying? Show a little bit more video than wrap up the show because I don't want to show nobody video. I don't want to show nobody phone. I don't want to do that. I gotta learn that. So tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? When somebody teach me, I'll be back on. When somebody teach me, somebody gonna teach me tomorrow. I don't want to push on nobody's phone. Let me cut that off. Call back tomorrow, and I'm gonna be on when I do a show tomorrow. Boom. Here we go. Let me go back into the video right quick. Damn it! I thought I was gonna be able to get some phone calls. I thought I was gonna be able to get some phone calls, but I wasn't. Let me go back into Tucker Carlson. Let me get back into Tucker Carlson, the racist. Right, let me get back to Tucker Carlson, racist. But this is what they said about Tucker Carlson, right? He's a supreme white supremacist, bullhorn whistleblower. I love Tucker Carlson. I love Tucker Carlson. I watch him every opportunity I get.
I'm still able to purchase guns, but he was lying. Gendron's intention.
We're on this part right here. On this part right here. We're on this part, Tucker Carlson.
Why should I sit back and take that? How much longer do you think Americans will put up with this? How long before Americans start to take border enforcement into their own hands? We have absolutely the right to know. We should demand to know now. Every time they import a new voter, I become disenfranchised as a current voter. No, they're not allowed to do that. Why are we putting up with this? Most people go along with this absurd standard. They dutifully shut up. They don't think they have a choice. You wonder how much longer they imagine Americans are going to go along with this. It can't go on forever, but you can see why they're trying it. Demographic change is the key to the Democratic Party's political ambitions. Our leaders have no right to encourage foreigners to move to this country in order to change election results. Abrupt change causes social chaos, always. What will the consequences of that change, of that revolution be? In your bones, you know the answer.
I say Tucker Carlson, right? And he's speaking the truth, right? Certain people are getting tired of certain situations, and you can't be responsible for how they react. So he's saying, be prepared. He's not threatening nobody. He's giving you warning for allowing shit to go on because certain people feel a love for this country because they fought for it, or they feel a certain love for it or respect for it because they heritage or maybe they race, but you never know what somebody is thinking. So Tucker Carlson is not giving you a threat; he's giving you a warning. How long can it take? How long can it be before somebody explode and some shit like this happen? It's gonna keep on happening because people gonna keep on feeling misplaced, and they're gonna keep on getting different kind of views, not from Tucker Carlson, but from other people, maybe on social media, right? But it's also social media is also a place where they get all these racist Black Lives Matter views at, where all this pigs in a blanket, where all this war on the police, right? They also have that. So if you're gonna stop things about racism, why don't you stop rhetoric about the war on police? Why don't you stop the rhetoric about, right? Because on social media, a lot of these different youngsters and these people be doing drive-bys, they post their guns up on social media. They post their money up on social media, right? They post their jewelry up on social media. Things that they done got illegal, things they done stole, things they got for sale. I mean, they do all kinds of shit on social media. They got rap beefs on social media, right? When people argue on social media, next thing you know, one of them dead because they saw some stuff on social media, right? If you're gonna stop freedom of speech, you're gonna stop rap songs too, because it's plenty of murder in rap songs. What you think the real music is inside of Chicago? It's killing music. They talk about crimes they done. Why you think a lot of these rappers are going to jail for the RICO Act, like and stuff like that, for gang activity and stuff like that? Look at Young Thug and Gunna. They going to jail for the RICO Act, and they're not the only ones. There's other rappers. Another rapper out of New York called Casanova. He just went to jail for RICO Act, right? So if you're going to hit terrorists, you got to hit everybody. Don't just hit the people with the money. Hit the people at the local level too. You only hitting people with the money, you can try to make an example out of with the RICO Act. But they're not doing the killing. They, you know, the ones that's doing the killing is the niggas on the corner. The ones that's not going to jail. Right? I got in Milwaukee, I think it was Milwaukee, another city, like last week or something like that. 17 people got shot in a mass shooting. But they don't talk about them. But they want to bring up the terrorists. They want to bring up the racists. They want to bring up Tucker Carlson is fueling the flames of white supremacy. Right? It comes to the truth when you can't even tell the truth in America no more. Right? And hold on. Let me see, can I find this part right here? Hold on. What does white dude say? Right? Where is this part at? Where is this part at? This right here. I think it's this part right here. I think it's this part.
When Donald,
I think it's this part right here. Oh, this.
Of my community, I came to 3 conclusions that I think are very important. This is the reason that white supremacy stays alive in our country. Number 1, it goes unchecked. Every white person that's listening to this in this room or in this country has heard a joke behind closed doors, or has heard these baseless conspiracy theories that I'm talking about being spread, or has heard about how reverse racism is attacking white America. And as a white person, if you do not call that out, if your family, friends, coworkers are doing these things and you say nothing, you are an accessory to murder.
So everybody on here are an accessory to murder. So every time a white supremacist kills somebody, your ass is an accessory because you ain't called him out, according to him, the ex-white supremacist, right? Because all white people are inherently racist. That's what he said. Huh? Whether you know it or not, you're inherently racist. You raise your kids as being racist.
Your silence allows these hateful ideologies, conspiracies, and dangerous rhetoric to continue to fester and be passed down to the next generation of white supremacists.
Speak up, white folks. It's your fault. You passing on hate, right? But look, when in my neighborhood, right, gangbangers pass on hate the same way because it's generational gang banging in our family, right? And you like when I use my grandmother's example, right? And you come down from a long line of that gang, right? It's the same thing. Your whole family hate whole other families from a whole other neighborhood because whole other neighborhoods got other families that got family members just from that gang. You feel what I'm saying? So it's passed on from grandmother to mother to mother to grandson. It passed on to generations. It's like a tribe. I made a joke on my skit. I broke that chain with my son of gang banging. You know what I'm saying? My son was the first person that was in my family, you know what I'm saying, didn't gang bang, go to jail, prison, or none of that. You know what I'm saying? I broke that chain with raising my son and kept him away from that. I showed him that, right? And I showed him the danger of that, and I let him know who I was and what I used to do. right? But I kept him away from that. He knew all of it, but that's something he didn't want to get into. He wasn't curious about it because I killed all the curiosity. You know, I took him around the friends, I took him around the homies. I let him know what these niggas do, what they're about. You know what I'm saying? How he don't want to be like these niggas, where these niggas come from, what they be doing, where they going. You know, and he wasn't interested in that. He was interested in skateboarding and basketball and stuff like that, right? But I broke that chain by being there. If I wasn't there, right, I caught my son going into the projects one time. Right, I went to pick him up from school. He can tell you the story. I went to pick him up from school, and he was with his friends in the projects. I went to the projects even though I wasn't supposed to, and got my son. Like, hey, my son is not the hangover here no more. Oh, he over here with his friends. That's how kids get put on gangs. That's how a lot of kids from my neighborhood got put on gangs, hanging from somebody. The next thing you know, they jump you on, and if you don't come to the neighborhood the next day, they're gonna discipline you. Right? I don't want my son going through that. So my son's not to come over here no more. Right, and that's letting my son know I will go to the depths, nigga, to save you, and letting them niggas know I'm not playing when it comes to my son because I would die. You know what I'm saying? Protecting my son, and they respected that. You know what I'm saying? Because most of them was probably fathers themselves. You know, so I don't want my son over there, but I broke the chain. So when he say hate is passed on through white supremacist families and white families and stuff like that, so is hate towards Black people, right? We pass on in my neighborhood, certain Black women pass on their hate towards men to their daughters, right? Certain women pass on hate of women to their son, right? And it's crazy, but it's the same thing.
Your silence is quite literally violence. Number two, lack of education. Lack of education. 99% of white America look you dead in the face right now and say, I'm not a racist.
98% of white people look you in the face and say you ain't a racist. This fool's right here saying everybody is inherently racist. A white person get, who's this send me, son? Bobby Mayo. You can show my number, homie. Bobby Mayo. Now I'm gonna be back on here tomorrow, Bobby Mayo, and I promise I will get them phone calls in because I want to talk to some of you. Because some of y'all got some wild ass personalities, and I want to talk to some of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna find a way to not show the number, Bobby. I got you, Bobby. Get looking on the donation, Bobby. I know Bobby like, I don't give a fuck. You can show my fucking number. I ain't no punk. He got it. You can tell Bobby Bobby do not like this dude right here. Like Bobby, like, you stupid son of a bitch. I'm not no racist, motherfucker. I'm a red nigga. I could be a red nigga, not a racist. I'm fucking with you, Bobby.
98% of them couldn't define what racism is. Our entire American...
You can't define, 98% of people can't define what racism is, right? So he's saying if you white, you can't even define what racism is. That's coming from him. You can't even define what racism is. You don't know what racism is, right? Let me see if I got the rest of it over here. You don't even know what racism is. That's a damn shame.
Out of your screen right there.
Oh,
There's
wait.
She says it's
White America's...
White America, here we go.
Busy spinning conspiracies of white America being targeted. There's no tangible, quantifiable evidence to justify their case. But ironically, the same people that believe that will refute systemic oppression against the Black community when there's tangible, quantifiable evidence.
It ain't no damn tangible, quantified evidence of shit.
To be Christian in this country.
Well, here you go, right here.
It's going to be illegal.
Here you go, right here. This is part I wanted to show you. This part, the last part I wanted to show you right here. This is the last part I wanted to show you.
My dad looked at me, he said, son, one day it's going to be illegal to be white in this country. It's going to be illegal to be Christian in this country.
It is.
It's going to be illegal to be straight in this country. When that happens, straight white Christian men are going to have to stand up and fight for our freedom just like our forefathers.
Your daddy was
I believed that. When he told me that when I was 10 years old, I believed it.
Your daddy was a smart man because it's happening right now. It's illegal to damn near be white because you was a slave master owner relative, right? It's illegal to be gay because if your ass mispronounce somebody, your ass is going to jail, right? It's illegal to be Christian because they're trying to take Christianity out of everything, including the damn Bible. How are you gonna take Christianity out of the Bible? They're trying to take everything Christianity, even out of the Bible. We don't want to offend nobody. We want to include anybody. We including everybody by excluding people, right? You can't even be Christian. You can't be a mother no more, right? You can't even be a real racist no more. You don't even know what the hell a racist is. You can't be real racist no more because the fake racist is getting all the clout, right? The fake racist is getting all the clout. But your ass is inherently racist, and you don't know it, according to him.
So you see, when you juxtapose that ideology with the ramblings of Trump cultists and QAnon conspiracists, you start to see this is not a new phenomenon. These ideas, these conspiracies, these standards of whiteness, they've been around for a long time. My dad believed it, and his dad before him, and he told me when I was 10, 30 years ago.
Right, so all y'all, so I guess the past known to the white illegal immigrant, white people becoming illegal immigrants in their own country is about to be law. He ain't lying, because like I'm not saying his daddy was true, but look at it. Look at if you a proud white man that's not gay, right? And you're Christian, you are shunned upon. You can't be a conservative white man that is Christian and heterosexual, right? You are frowned upon. That's too much, right? You have to be a far right, a white wing extremist, right? And especially if you love guns, right? And you believe in church and family, and you believe in immigration, you are a racist. I mean, the more conservative values you got, the more racist you are, right? Or homophobic, or if you don't believe that a woman can a woman is the only person that can have a baby, you're sexist, huh? If you don't call a man a woman, you're homophobic. If you want to bring God into the conversation, right? You're not respecting someone's religious rights. If you want to have a gun, right? If you want to have a gun in your house, you must be an extremist. If you love the country, you must be a fascist. If you don't want the right for this, the vote for right to pass, you must be a racist. If you don't want immigrants to come over here, you must be humane. And if you have all of these values, you are a Trump supporter. and you hate America, according to these people, right? But think about it. His father was right, because if you're white, you're frowned upon. You are the most extreme people. You, your son, your family, everybody is extreme, right? And you can't be heterosexual because the homosexuals and the transsexuals are taking all your rights. So how you feel? So I'm just thinking, right? Because the dude who shot up the tattoo with the people who had that, who said he was suffering from some kind of mental thing, and people didn't understand some machoism, right, type of shit, right? But imagine someone feel that their manhood is getting taken away from them, their rights are getting taken away from them, their sexuality is getting taken away from them, their First Amendment is getting taken away from them, their Second Amendment is getting taken away from them, right? Their heritage is getting taken away from them. Their country is getting taken away from them. Right? People done robbed and broken their house and shit like that, and nobody investigating, and nobody going to jail. People done beat up your mother, beat up your father, and robbed them from coming to the store under this new crime shit. Nobody reported it because every crime don't get reported. We don't know every victim. People get robbed every day. It's a victim every day. We don't know them victims. We don't know who finally got fed up and said, I can't take this shit no more. Right? We don't know how people how people can mentally compute shit. You know, we don't know people's mental capacity. That's on both sides. Because you have dudes and that you have like every murder that's black on black or that's white on white or whatever, every of them ain't got anything to do with drugs or gangs and stuff like that. Some of them got to do with relationships and jealousy, you know what I'm saying? And there's other shit, you know what I'm saying? That people who build up anger, revenge, and all kind of stuff, robbery going wrong and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody who just have hate in their heart, right? That goes out and just kill people for the fuck of it, right? We have people in our neighborhood who just don't like, it's different gangs, you know what I'm saying? So you just go out and you kill people for the fuck of it. No specific reason. It's just because it's in your heart, right? So you have sick people in every race. You have sick people that do crimes all the time. And it's not just all gang motivated. It's not just all, it's murders every day. People get kidnapped, sex trafficked. You know what I'm saying? Fentanyl deaths. It's all kind of murder, and the crime rate is getting out of control. But Joe Biden want to talk about guns and racism and white supremacy, while we got a million other problems, right? And when you look at the top 10 problems America is worried about, not one of them is white supremacy. That has something to do with inflation, gas, food, the war, COVID. You know what I'm saying? Jobs. You know, it has nothing to do with white supremacy. That's the farthest thing on their mind. Second Amendment, First Amendment. It's the last thing on their mind is racism, white supremacy. Niggas not even worried about white supremacy. They not. We not. I mean, they may worry about them in certain places of the United States, but if you're gonna protect certain people from white supremacy, protect me from gang members, protect me from the people in my community. If you're gonna protect, don't just protect people from this. Don't protect me. Oh, who's that to send me a donation? Oh, I got a big donation. Vanessa, love your humor. Thank you, Vanessa. Big donation from Vanessa. Thank you, Vanessa, for the donation. But you understand what I'm talking about? If you're gonna if you're gonna protect America from everybody. Don't protect me from the white supremacists. Protect me from the drive-by. Protect me from the immigrant for the breaking my car. Protect me from all that shit, because I'm not worried about no white supremacists. I don't see no damn white supremacists. When I go outside, I'm not worried about no white supremacists breaking in my car. And none of the niggas I know is worried about that either. Right? But let me go. But this one I'm finna do tomorrow, right? I was supposed to do it today, but I haven't got my cameraman. This is what I'm gonna do today. So this is what I'm gonna do for y'all tomorrow. So I gotta have a call-in show tomorrow, because this is what I want to do tomorrow, right? And people are gonna be able to spread this, right? I found the spot downtown, right? Where they have like an entertainment little spot on the corner, right? So what I'm finna do a live show, not a live show. I'm finna do a show for them live on the corner, but I'm gonna do a game show. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask them questions. You know, I went downtown and I asked questions about, like, one of the questions I asked is, what do politicians come down here and lie to y'all most about? Is it housing, financial aid, mental health, or rehab? right? You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to do it in the comedy form. I've done 5 questions, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get 3 contestants. I already got the answers, you know what I'm saying? But then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a live show with y'all and see if y'all can guess the answers, what they guess and stuff like that. So it's going to be a 2-way show. And I'm going to put the whole show on my Patreon, you know what I'm saying? I was going to do it today, but I got to doing this, but I'm going to do it tomorrow. I already talked to the ladies. So tomorrow I'm trying to add something new to the channel, you know, some type of comedy where I also can give back to the community of the homeless people, which I also can spread awareness through the videos that I make that let people know what the homeless people are going through, and the homeless people can joke and be honest about it and not be interviewed and feel uptight about it like they get interviewed and making it political. It's a game show that I only can do. I do it a lot at a different clubs and some shows and stuff like that. It's a little comedy show that only I can do and, you know, I design. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. It's election time, so I'm going to let people know with the homeless, all these people talking about they helping the homeless with mental health and housing and all this sort of stuff. I'm going to let people know what they're really doing to the homeless down there, you know what I'm saying, by exposing them, you know what I'm saying. They go down there and they have the homeless, they give the homeless $1 and make them sign all kind of ballots and stuff. They treat them like guinea pigs with COVIDs and smoking kits and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of bad things they're doing to the homeless that they consider in the name of good, you know. But I want to get up out of here. I want to thank y'all. I'm going to finish this skit tonight. This skit will be up tomorrow. Not this part. This part I just done today, but all this other part right here will be up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I will have this skit ready for y'all tomorrow. I already got all the editors in and stuff like that with Benjamin Crump and all these fools and all this. I already got that with all the racists and shit like that. I will have this for y'all tomorrow. It's gonna be like 40 or 50 minutes. You already saw like a good 10 minutes of it.
Dangerous thing in America to anybody who doesn't look like me.
Shit, with to people who look like me it's the niggas that look like me. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all for the donation. Let me see. Thank y'all for the donation. Vanessa, thank you for the late donation coming in. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I got more donations. I got more donations. I got Epstein Ghost came in with a donation. Oh, shit. I got to do some more lives. I'll be back on here tomorrow. And I'll give y'all a shout out. James Touche in the house. What's up, James Touche? Rebecca Giller came back in. I got 2 donations from Vanessa. Vanessa. Love the humor. Well, Vanessa, well, I love you. Thank you for the donation. And I promise I will be back tomorrow with a skit and a live video. You know what I'm saying? Live from the homeless. Thank you for the donations. I was going to spread it with the homeless. I'm going to make them some shirts or something. Thank you. I'll be back tomorrow, y'all. I promise. I'm out.